Hello people, here this Punkin'Head podcast, or aka DJ Punkin'Head, whatever it is, but I'm here to talk about my favorite trip of all time from February to March was Australia, and it was fun. Uncle Tom got me into all the storylines of Lord of the Rings and the books, and it was fun, and I loved all the movies and books to read about. The way back into Lord of the Rings in my life was all the movies and merchandise and shop. And I knew a couple of my friends who lives in Arizona now, Gang Greg, who used to work for Warner Brothers Studios in LA. And I went through the Lord of the Rings experience in LA. I attended a lot of things in Australia. I attended a Lord of the Rings town where they filmed Bilbo and Frodo Baggins. I attended a church where they filmed some of the lands, and I attended a mountain where you can actually have volcanoes erupting in it. This town was insanely awesome. They had lands you're going to dress up in an actor. They had music production. They had music storylines, and they had other lands where you can go there and try other foods and stuff. The part that got me the hardest was the volcano with the One Ring trying to destroy the evil in the world, and the tea and everything else. The One Ring is a giant ring where you can actually disappear out of nowhere, and you have to disappear to volcano to destroy the One Ring. Everything that reminded me of Middle-earth, you can go to the Shire where they filmed the land and you can try the beer. They have 4 kinds of beers there. They have a non-alcoholic beer you can try. You can have a beer for 3 different flavors. Extra spicy, you can go non-spicy, or you can go the volcano spicy. The books, the movies, and the TV show. They have a TV show right now on Amazon Prime called The Rings of Power. And The Rings of Power is a TV show about them making the One Ring. This trip inspired me to become a Lord of the Rings fan. And the Lord of the Rings fan loves Lord of the Rings, including the One Ring, the movies, the books, and the TV shows. If you go to Barnes & Noble at any time in the world, you'll have a whole section of Lord of the Rings books you can buy. This inspired me to create a Lord of the Rings podcast episode for my Punkin'Head podcast episode. And it also inspired me to make a movie or a music video. If there's one place in Middle-earth I would go to and why, it would be Mordor, to watch the volcano destroy the evil and the One Ring inside of it. I have advice. Go to the Shire where they built the lands for Bilbo Baggins and Frodo Baggins' house, and go to the Dragon Castle over there and try the beer. They're delicious. Punkin'Head Podcast here is saying, see you soon. See you on the next episode. The next episode is going to be scary and doomist. The next podcast episodes we're talking about is my favorite franchise of all time, starring Devon Saw. We're going into Final Destination Bloodlines. And I hope you guys having fun, because you're going to have some gruesome, bloody, gory podcast episode to talk about. And you are not going to get ready for this. You might have an empty stomach or a side turn on this episode. Punkin'Head Podcast here says see you soon. I'll see you in the fog. Peace.